And so we cried for 2 months, bro. Every day I come home from work, we cried and cried and cried. And then
how does that? So what's hitting me right now is the doctor tells your wife that she's blind in one eye.
No,
that
it's gonna eventually go to the other eye.
And it's gonna go to the other eye.
Right, but
right. How do you what do you do after that?
Cry, bro. You just cry and just pray, and then my uncle, her uncle, who passed away, but he was rich. He had a lot of money. He lived right here down the street, right here by Los Robles, and he wanted to write a blank check for her. I write a blank check to get your eyesight back. There's nothing they can do. There's no cure. There's no surgery. Because if you go in there, because it's the nerves behind the eye that die, and there's no energy to them. Doctors don't know why. And if you touch any of the things, it'll maybe whatever she can see. She says it's like looking under murky water. So she can see a little bit. She can see you're wearing a dark shirt. Maybe you have a little beard.
That's all she sees right now.
Right, like looking under murky water.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes she surprises me when she drinks tequila, bro. She can see a lot.
Shut the fuck up! You imagine? I'm like, are you serious?
I'm serious, bro.
Shut the fuck
Dude, we went to a party one time, bro, and she finished eating, and she goes, "Okay, babe, here I'm done." So I went and took her plate back, and then they go, "You want seconds?" She stepped over my brother-in-law like nothing. I went and got the cake. I go, and he looked at me. And I looked at him and goes, "She can fucking see." I go, "Dude, she just don't want to go to work."
Ring the bell.
I don't care.
Oh, wait, what?
I don't care. It's all good. I don't care.
So fucking good, dog. Okay.
Take off a jacket. It's kind of warm in there.
Yeah, man. Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
100% make yourself comfortable, man. Shit. Mi casa, su casa, bro.
Su casa, mi casa.
100%.
There you go.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Let's See What Happens podcast. My name is Ray. It's a great fucking day to be alive. Don't forget, subscribe, comment, like, share. Check us out all over, all platforms, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We're here. I'm going to let my guest introduce himself, and we're going to get this motherfucker started. First name, where'd you grow up?
Well, my name is Juan Marcos Castaneda, Las Palmas, Jalapeño, Berachishis, Ensenada, aquí de Hacienda Heights, but I grew up in Pico Rivera.
Fuck.
And if you don't understand Chicanics, my name's Juan Castaneda.
Hey, thank you for carving time out of your day and recording an episode, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate
Big time
it, man.
appreciate it, man.
Got a lot to say.
And,
got a lot to share. And
thank you.
Here's to you, and here's to me. Here's to friends will always be.
Cheers, brother. Boom.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Salud. Thank you, bro. That is the spot. There you go.
Centenario. That was good.
That was good. Thank
I'm
you.
going to get a beer, too.
All right. Sure.
I'm going to get a beer. Fuck it.
Thank you.
Fuck it, man. Okay. So, quick little history on us, bro. You and I, we met, cheers, brother. Boom. Cheers. We met at the Santa Fe Spring Swap-meet. I'm thinking it was probably like
first Sunday of the month with sangria.
With sangria, right? It was like June 7th.
Yep.
June 7th, I was there for my compadre's birthday.
Renee, wasn't it Renee?
No, Cesar.
Cesar, okay.
And we were partying, dog, fucking sitting down. I was pretty loaded. We were talking about that a little while ago. And you came over and you were selling 50-50 tickets.
For sangria, yeah.
For sangria, right? And started talking. You fucking right away started chopping it up with us, eating. Remember, we offered you the food that we had out there, and you were getting down on the food. You asked us if we wanted to see a magic trick because you perform comedy magic.
Right.
And that made fucking alarms go off in my head. I immediately told you about the podcast.
Right.
And invited you on.
Yeah.
One thing led to another. You and I had a conversation a couple of days ago, and now we're fucking here.
That's for a reason, bro. I believe it. Thank you for having me.
Hey, real fast. Remember, you thought I was another Ray? Can you tell that story? I just remember that right now.
Another Ray?
Yeah.
I asked you. No, I asked you if you were a police officer.
No, not that night.
Oh no, the other day.
Yes.
So I had a show at El Tapiax on Friday.
Yeah.
And Saturday, my wife and I went there to go have dinner.
Yeah.
And there was these 4 guys. They looked like they just finished playing golf. And I go, you guys look like golfers. You guys just get done playing golf? And they go, yeah. I go, hey, well, what'd you guys shoot? And the guy goes, I shot a 78. And I go, was that in the front?
Why? What does that mean? Why?
Because the highest score you get, the lowest score you get, the better score. So
Okay.
you got 9 holes, you got the front and you got the back. So 9 holes in the front, if you get a 74, that's a lot. But if you get 74 on both sides, then that's good.
Okay.
So but I said the joke, hey, you guys shot a 74. Was that in the front or the back? And they all started laughing. And then there was this guy I met, and I go, because I bought a storage unit about a year ago with all kinds of golf clubs.
Okay.
And about 100 sets of golf clubs, and I still have a lot. And so I was just advertising and say, hey, you guys need any fairway woods, drivers, putters, bags, whatever you need, I got them. He goes, oh yeah. And then so I met this guy Ray, and I thought you were him when you called me the other day, because he says, yeah, I'll call you. I need a set of clubs. So I go, I got you, bro. I got you. He goes, well, what do you have? I go, just give me a call. Here's my number. I gave him my number. So when you called, I didn't even check the message. I just saw the number and I called you. And I thought you were him.
Yeah.
I go, Ray, but I was like, no, it's not him.
Yeah, it wasn't me, man.
No, but that was cool because you kept talking. I go, wait, and then you made me remember. I came back to the remembrance of Santa Fe Springs Swap-meet.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and like you said, and I had been thinking about you. I had been looking for your number. I put your name down in my phone, and I didn't remember because I was fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't remember I was looking for a fucking Juan John. I was looking for all kinds of different names, and I found it because I searched SFS Santa Fe Springs Swap-meet, and your Johnny Castaneda came up.
Johnny Castaneda?
Yeah.
What, as a picture or what?
No. Your number came up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's why I just fucking gambled and I called you.
What a trip.
Because I guess that's what I documented your name down in my phone as.
Right, but what a trip. My number's just there at Swap-meet.
No. It was on my phone. I found it in the restroom wall, dog. It was on my phone when you gave me your number.
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember how I saved it in my phone.
Right.
Hey, so I want to know. I'm very curious as to know why. Like, did you find comedy or did comedy find you? 'Cause what is comedy magic?
I do magic tricks with my comedy. I interact the clown because I used to do clowns for kids' birthday parties for years. So I interact with the laughter, with comedy, and with the show, and I get people involved. I get people on my stage, and I have them hold my magic balls, or I have them blow into my hand and make my thumb get happy, and
What?
just different tricks. But
Yeah.
it's entertainment. It's all
Yes.
entertainment, man. So when I went to clown college with Ringling Brothers, this is back in the 80s, they don't show you how to be a clown. They just show you how to interact with the audience.
Oh, that's cool.
How to get whoever's going to be paying the money, get their attention, which is the parents. So I get them involved as well. I get them involved when I do the parties. I play like the bag game and get like 10 adults up there, and they have to take off something they don't need, and it's funny, bro, because they start taking off everything, bro.
So with this, it sounds to me it's kind of like you're a salesman too.
And it's just not really a sale. Yeah, well, yeah, just something
You know
I
what
love.
I'm
I love joke. I enjoyed
What they
doing.
trained you, like what they trained you to do.
Oh yeah, they trained me to dude. It was like 3 weeks in La Crosse, Wisconsin. They show you how to, and you're in character for 3 weeks until the last day, and to the last day you don't know who person out of character because you haven't seen them without their makeup. The only way you can remember who they are is by their voice, them talking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because you don't change your voice really.
Right.
They just I was Cuddles the clown, and I was a 7-year-old clown, and a goose clown with my face copyright through the state, and I had to get like $1 million insurance. When you do that, it's like $1 for the $1 million insurance, but you never know. You can get a kid a balloon and they could choke on it, and if you give so I never give a kid a balloon. I'll give it to their parents. It's up to you. If you give it to them, I have no responsibility. That's stuff they train you. That's stuff they train you. In different alleys, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It was the best time of my life. A different world, because you're in character all day long. So I had to be a 7-year-old clown for like 3 weeks till the last day, and then they're like, "Who are you?" And I start talking. Oh, Cuddles D. It was Cuddles D clown. The D stood for dinero, but it was like Cuddles the discipling clown.
All right.
Because I love kids, and I'm still a kid at heart, bro. I mean, I have a little daughter, but it was funny because I would take her to mommy and me, but I would be the daddy and me. My wife's blind, so it was hard for my wife to go. So I would work 1 to 9, so I would take her in the morning, and I did Santa Claus for the kids. I did Easter Bunny. I do all kinds of characters too. That's what I do for kids, or maybe for your kids.
Yeah, one day, dude. That's pretty good. I'm just registering everything that you're telling me right now. I'm like, oh shit, this is it's unique to me because I've never met somebody who has that background.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've heard of clown college, but I've never met anybody that went. So how did you start this up? How did you start with comedy?
Well, comedy. I was doing clowns since I was 16. I'm 57 now, so I've
How did
been.
you find being a clown?
I did it as a favor for my cousin. She had a 5-year-old little girl. Was a 4-year-old. She was gonna be 5, and her birthday's like October 5th around Halloween. So I told my cousin Tina, I go, I'll be Tatiana's clown. She goes, would you really? I go, how much you gonna pay that clown? She goes, $200. I go, no, you don't have no money. I go, I'll do it for free. So I went and bought a costume, and all I could do was juggle. All I could do was juggle at the time, bro. And I juggled, and I played musical chairs. Simon Says, pin the tail on the donkey, the piñata, and gave him helium balloons. And then I took class on how to make animal balloons, so I did that. And then I took a magic class with what's his name, the magician right here in Hacienda Heights. This was like in the 80s. I think he lives in Vegas now, but his name was what's his name, the magician. And because I was working at Presbyterian Hospital, and there were some construction guys there, and this guy showed me a magic trick. He was one of the construction guys. Guys, you want to see a trick? I go, yeah. And he had a cigarette, and he made it go up his nose, and then it disappeared. It came out his mouth. Then he goes like this, watch. He went like that, and it disappeared. And then he picked up his sock, and there was a cigarette right there in his thing. He took it out, took a hit. But it was one of those fake cigarettes. But I go, wait, I want to learn how to do it. He goes, what's his name, the magician? Take his class right here. And so I paid like $300 to take a class. And then was part of my clowning. So then when it came to doing comedy, I was hurt. I almost lost my hands on a job. I was doing construction, and I was an alley sheet metal worker for air conditioning, and my buddy got me in. I passed the test, and so we were working on a Saturday, putting in this ductwork. About 500 pounds of sheet metal crushed both my hands. Almost lost them. So at that point, I wasn't in the union anymore. So like for 4 years, I didn't work. I was just going to therapy, surgery, because I had surgery on both shoulders, and then my hands were in a cast, and so I was like going through this dark side of my life.
Oh yeah.
And so my cousin takes me to the Laugh Factory in Pasadena, and one of the comics picks me up on stage, and
Just randomly.
yeah,
pick
he had
you?
a towel, and he was ad-libbing. So he had a towel, and he was pretending he was a waiter and blah blah blah. And then, so he goes, anyone else can come up here and ad-lib? I'll let you try it. So I went up there, and he picked me, and I put it on my head, and I go, how do you do? My name is Abdul Saeed, but you can call me Steve. Welcome to my establishment. I got 3 brand new flavors, chocolate, banana, and plain. And everyone started rolling, and they were laughing, and I loved it. And I told my cousin, I could do this. So there was a flyer there that says comedy classes, $400 or $300, and then you can have your own showcase. So I took that class. It was like a 6-week class, and you got like 7, 8 different VHS tapes of your show. And it was your show, so you invite all your family, and everybody went, and it was cool. And that's how I started that. And then when I got married, I put it away for 10 years. I put comedy away for 10 years because I wanted to focus on my marriage. And so then after I go, you know what? I need to get back into what I love to do, make people laugh and just entertain. So I did. And I met up with some guys at the Prime Cut, Montebello. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember Prime Cut.
Yeah, so we started, and that was with Jeff Garcia. That was with Martin Rizzo, Felipe Esparza, George Perez, all those comics. They're big headliners. Willie Mencia, Barcena. He's all these guys are way up there. And then, so I would circuit with them and just go with them, and they'd put me on stage. And
That's cool, man.
so, but I already had written my thing 10 years ago. So, I just add to it every time. And then I add more about me getting married and being married to a blind lady, and, makes it funny because you got to laugh through hard times. You have to. Not right then and there, but eventually you will, because it's part of what makes you who you are and makes you strong. That's what I think. And what I've gone through, I think I had a daughter because my daughter died at birth, and she came back to life, and she died 3 times, bro. But I believe in God, and I believe this happened so God's name can be, recognized, so he can be praised, bro. Because I used to be a cabron when it came to women, bro. I didn't care about them. I would love them and leave them, and I didn't care about them. I used them. They used me, I used them. It's like I had no mercy for women, but God blessed me with a daughter and a wife that humbled and it made me respect women now more in my life. So I respect women to the bone. There's nothing that I wouldn't do to disrespect a woman. But before, I didn't care, man. I could get any woman I want. They say there's so many fishes in the sea, and I had 3 poles out there.
Hey, do you think that Was this pre-comedy or post-comedy
What's that?
when you were out there and you had 3 poles in the sea?
Oh no, I wasn't. I mean, I was doing clowns then, but I mean, I wasn't doing comedy yet.
But do you think like the clown college that you went to, right, that helped you kind of express yourself and to be out there and to, you know what I'm saying? That probably helped you with.
I think doing more clowns, doing more bits, doing more shows, helped me because each one was different. It was never the same thing twice, and because it was different people, different experiences, and the games I played are awesome, bro. I mean, I'll play them with you one day with your kids or with your family if you ever have hire me or whatever, or even just for fun, you know. It's like when a lot
promote
of people,
that right now because we could promote that right now,
what's
dog,
that?
to hire you.
Hey, hire me. I don't just do clowns. I mean, I do comedy, I stand-up comedy, I do shows. I mean, I do entertainment, whatever you need. I even do singing telegrams.
Hey, I was watching the show at the Ice House that's on YouTube, and you had motherfuckers laughing, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that was good, dude, man. I was like, all right, dog.
That's what I do. Sorry, that's what I do, bro. That and that's what I enjoy doing. You can give a kid a balloon, bro, and he'll be happy. You know, I used to go to Children's Hospital and give them balloons, but that's still not going to heal them, but it'll put a smile on their face.
Right.
But to put a smile on a kid's face is amazing. When my daughter was at Children's Hospital, it took me an hour just to go see her because I was reading all the recuerdos on the wall. And then by the time I got there, I was all crying. And she goes, "Where were you?" I go, "I was reading all the thank you cards. I don't know."
Hey, can we get into that a little bit? Can you, because one thing that I want to focus on with this podcast is stories that people have in their lives about significant experiences that have changed their lives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely, bro.
I would, if you're willing to share, I would love to hear a story about what happened with your daughter, man, because that is scary.
Oh, very, very. Everybody had baby showers for us. We had like 5 baby showers for my wife, and I got married late in life. I got married at 34. I had my daughter at 37. It was funny because the minute my wife found out she was pregnant, she started wearing maternity clothes. I mean, just the day of started wearing maternity clothes. She loved being an incubator,
Yeah, man.
And I would go to weigh in with her when we go weigh in, and I made it a big deal. I loved it.
As you should, man. Fuck yeah,
Like
man.
every dad should. Step it up. And like if I gain weight, I gain weight too. So and the belt weighs the same as me still. Yeah, we're getting bigger and bigger. And the day came where we were gonna have the baby, and we went to Whittier Hospital, and I don't recommend that hospital to anybody. I don't like it. But I mean, that's just
PIH?
personal. No, I love PIH. I used to work there for 7 years. I'm talking about Whittier. Talking about Whittier Hospital on Colima.
Oh shit! Oh yeah. Okay,
That's,
all right,
that's, that hospital's not good. But the nurse there was awesome, bro, because when we had my baby, it took 28 hours of labor, 28 hours of pushing. And I think that's what made my wife go blind. I truly, honestly believe that. Because I'm on the outside looking in, and all the pushing. I believe when you have a child, it takes something away from you. It takes something away from the mother and what have you. And I believe that, not saying that my daughter took her side, but I think all the pushing, whatever my wife had, it's called Leber's hereditary optic neuropathy, Lujan for short. She got that, I think, for all the pushing from having the baby.
Like the fuerzas.
Oh, I think so, bro. I think so. Because she wanted to have the baby so bad, but she wouldn't come out. After 2 failed vacuum pumps that fractured my daughter's skull, put blood between her brain and her skull, they finally said, "Okay, let's do a C-section." I go, "Well, why didn't you do that before?"
You motherfuckers, yeah, exactly.
So because there was 27 other people having babies. So that's why I'm like, and then so when she was born, she came out. You know how they have the app score, whatever, or NAP score, whatever. There's a score that they give you when you're born, and I think hers was right up there, like a 9 or what have you. But my daughter turned white, and she wasn't crying, and the doctor was saying, "Oh, it's a girl, it's a girl, it's a girl." And then that song "Butterfly Kisses" was in the radio. So every time I hear that song, I start crying.
I can imagine, man. Triggers your emotions.
The doctor kicked me out of the labor room. My wife already went to the recovery, and my baby they're doing CPR on my baby right there in that room. They kicked me out.
Did you see it?
Oh no, they kicked me out. I'm looking through the little crack because they shut the curtains. They shut the curtains and they go code blue in the nursery. Code blue in the nursery. So I go, you know what? And I go, I think they do this for everybody. I guess I don't know what they're doing, but they kicked me out. They didn't tell us anything. They called us. We had seen this doctor walk in. He was eating an apple and he was wearing his sweats and I didn't know who he was, but he ended up being the doctor that saved my baby. And I go to the recovery room and I go, if I can't be with my baby, I'm gonna go be with my wife. So I go, "Baby, something's wrong with Destiny." She goes, "What?" go tell the nurse to go check on our baby. Go check on Destiny. And so I tell the nurse, can you go check on my baby? She goes, huh? I go, that code blue was for my daughter. Oh. And I could see through the crack of the doors, people running by with their carts and, the code, and everybody running by to save my baby. So our nurse leaves and comes back like 10 minutes later. She goes, crying, bro. She goes, I'm sorry. They're doing all they can to save your baby. The doctor's going to come in here right now and talk to you guys, but you need to sign a consent to get her to another hospital because we don't have the NICU. Your daughter needs the NICU. And so the doctor comes and he goes, and my mother-in-law's with him. My mother-in-law's crying, and everybody, it's like a big old slow motion coming everybody again. And me and my wife are like, and I can see the tears. My mother-in-law's like, she's gone. And the doctor's like, your daughter is very, 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 very sick. And I go, what does she have? That's a lot of varies. I tell him, that's a lot of varies. What? He goes, she died 3 times, but we're able to give her blood, and that's what saved her life. So she had to get blood at birth. I'm glad I wasn't Jehova Witness, because then she would have died, because they don't believe in getting blood.
Oh, sure. I know that.
Yeah, and and then they go, but you got to sign this consent because we got to take her to PIH, Presbyterian Hospital. And my wife goes, I'll sign anywhere. So I have my wife in one hospital and my daughter at the other, and I don't want to go see my daughter without my wife. So my wife goes, I'm going to get out of here before the 3 days or whatever. So they released her the next day just so we can go with my daughter. And they took a picture of my daughter, of my wife and I, to put on my daughter's crib. And her name was Baby Girl. So to this day, we still call her Baby Girl.
Oh, all right.
Because then we hadn't named her yet.
To Baby Girl.
The Baby Girl, bro. So my daughter's name
and
is...
your wife, dude. What's your wife's name?
Julie.
To Julie. To Baby Girl and Julie, man.
Yeah. Oh, man, my wife's the strongest woman in the world. So when my daughter was born, I told my wife, okay, if we have a boy, you name him. If we have a girl, I'll name her. So I'm in the garage, bro, and there was a mirror in the garage, and there was dust on it, and I drew Destiny. I wrote Destiny on the mirror, and that was our wedding song, You're My Destiny. So I told my wife, even in our video, on our wedding video, we go, that's going to be my daughter's name. It's going to be Destiny. So my wife's name's Julie, so her middle name is Jewel. So with Destiny, I wrote it down, Destiny. Determined, empowered, survived, testimony, I'm now yours. That's what came to mind. And cinnamon for everything. And then her middle name is Jule. And I wrote that on the mirror. That's me. I go, Jule. Jesus' unconditional love every day. And then I left it at that. I go, that's going to be her name, Destiny Jewel Castaneda. And she loves it. And my wife goes, okay, my wife wasn't blind then. But my wife goes, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I go, you can be, but let's have another baby first, but God had something different. She went blind 2.5 years into our marriage, like almost 5 years into our marriage. My daughter was 2.5 when my wife went blind. So every 5 years we renew our vows. This year will be 24 years, just to let her know I'm in it for the long haul.
Oh yeah, congratulations to 24 years, brother.
Cheers, brother. This year will be 24, and then the first 2 months of her going blind were the hardest. I didn't believe her. I just think she just wanted to stay home. I just wanted to stay home. So until she crashed our car, until she couldn't see no more, she couldn't drive. I had to be taking her to work every day. And I'm like, it's getting old. What's up? So I went to the doctors with her, and the doctor goes, this is your wife's eye, and this is a normal eye. And this eye was done. It was gone. It was all full of crap.
So she was saying that her vision was kind of fucking up. Like she was letting you know that. So it was something that just didn't happen, from one day to the next. It was something that was progressive.
Within about 6 months.
Oh wow! Oh dude, that's fast, dude.
So we go to the doctors, and when he showed it to me, and he didn't want to tell us. We waited like 2 hours before he even told us, and then we finally go, "Man, what's up? We gotta go," He came in, he slammed the clipboard down. He goes, "I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do for you. It's going to start in your left eye, and you're going to go to your right eye, and within 6 months, and you'll never get it back. There's no surgery you can do. There's nothing. He goes, there's a colony in Brazil of people with this disease, Lujan. Look it up. And this doctor we went to, he was Dr. Bose. He was over there in Anaheim. He specialist in this. Even the nurse told us, because we're seeing this other doctor, and he was doing everything he could to get to he goes, are you guys Irish? Do you have any Irish in you? Do you have any Brazilian in you? I go, why do you ask? I go, she's got Mexican in her, dude. He goes, well, because it's mostly found in these common men, this kind of nationalities. So the nurse there knew what we had and knew that her doctor goes, change doctors. She told us, change doctors, but don't tell him I told you. Just change doctors because Dr. Bowles knows what she has. And he's a specialist in this. And this guy's doing all he can to get, but he's going the long way around. This guy, boom, straight up said, you're going blind. You're blind.
Right.
And the only thing I could do for you is sign you up for the Braille Institute. And so we cried for 2 months, bro. Every day I come home from work, we cried and cried and cried. And then
How does that? So, what's hitting me right now is the doctor tells your wife that she's blind in one eye.
No,
and that
it's going to eventually go to the other eye.
and it's gonna go to the other eye.
Right, but
right.
it-
How do you fucking? What do you do after that?
Cry, bro. You just cry and you just pray. Just pray. And then my uncle, well, her uncle, who passed away, but he was rich. He had a lot of money. He lived right here, down the street right here by Los Robles. And he wanted to write a blank check for her. I write a blank check to get your eyesight back. And there was nothing they can do. There's no cure. There's no surgery. Because if you go in there, because it's the nerves behind the eye that die, and there's no energy to them. Doctors don't know why. And if you touch any of the things, it'll maybe whatever she can see. She says it's like looking under murky water. So she can see a little bit. She can see you're wearing a dark shirt. Maybe you have a little beard.
That's all she sees right now.
Right, like looking under murky water.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes she surprises me when she drinks tequila, bro. She can see a
Shut
lot.
the fuck up! You imagine? I'm like, are you serious?
That's serious, bro.
Shut the fuck
Dude, we went to a party one time, bro, and she finished eating, and she goes, "Okay, babe, here I'm done." So I went and took her plate back, and then they go, "You want seconds?" She stepped over my brother-in-law like nothing. He went and got the cake. I go, and he looked at me. And I looked at him and goes, "She can fucking see." I go, "Dude, she just don't want to go to work."
Hey, so are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah, bro. She could see, bro, but like looking under murky water.
Are there okay? Like you said, when the tequila made her see a little bit
It
better.
just made her more courageous. Just
Made her okay. All right. Okay.
You're courageous.
Are
It just
there
made
are there
courage.
ever any moments where it's like she's like she can see better than normal? Like, does she ever wake up and she's like, "Oh shit, I see a little bit of the normal."
No. I think if she did, she probably wouldn't tell me because she don't want to go back to work.
Nah.
But we have a CCTV, bro, that intensifies the font. So what you and I can read in a second, it takes her like 10 minutes to read. She still does the bills, and I check them over after to make sure she's doing right. But I still let her manage the money, but I make sure that, I mean, she don't go out and spend it because she don't drive. She don't, she don't stay-at-home mom. She want to be a stay-at-home mom. Careful what you ask for. She's a stay-at-home mom.
Nah, it takes a lot of balls to be told that you're going to lose your eyesight, and then to say, you know what, fuck it, it is what it is. I'm gonna adapt. I'm gonna fucking live. I'm not gonna fucking die. You know what I'm saying?
You know what changed her? Her dad died. Her dad died 2 months after. For 2 months we cried. 2 months her dad was dying, and then she goes, "I got to get a grip. That's it. I'm blind. That's it. I got to live with it." But my dad's dying, so she stopped crying about losing her eyesight and started crying about her dad. And just as far as death, trip out on this, bro. He was at Covina Hospital. What's that? Angels or whatever.
Shit. Yeah, Queen of Angels.
Queen of Angels. He was on the second floor, bro, and it was like a countdown from his dying. And the nurse says, "Oh, the last thing goes is his hearing. So talk to him, tell him you love him." And everybody, he's got a lot of family. They were all there. We're all there. My daughter was there. My daughter was 2 years old, and there's this little lady, bro. She looked like a gypsy. I thought she was a nurse. She comes in, little gypsy lady. And she goes, "You guys need to pray. They're coming for him now. They're here. You gotta go. You gotta pray. Keep praying. You guys just got." And the room got hot, bro. And the lady turned around and she was like floating, bro. And second floor, bro. Turned the corner and this guy JC, or my cousin, he's a Christian guy, a pastor, kind of like a leader. He goes, "Johnny, who was that?" I go, "I don't know." He goes, "What did she say?" I goes, "Just gotta pray that they're here for him." "Who's here?" She just said, "Pray, they're here. You guys gotta, what are you doing? You gotta pray." So he goes, "Why don't you see where she went?" I went and followed her, bro. Over here was just nothing but a roll of chairs, bro. Second floor, she was gone, bro.
What do you think that was? What do you think it
I believe
was?
it was an angel. I believe it was an angel, bro. And bro, because she had a long dress, it looked like she was floating, walking fast, floating though. But the dress was going like this, dude. And I go, that was an angel. I've seen angels before. I've seen spirits. I've seen bad spirits. I've seen good spirits. I've seen things that people at a young age shouldn't see. It was weird. I guess, I don't know. There's a lot of evil in this world. A lot of good too, though. just depends on how you look at it. But you got a will, you got a choice, you got something to look up to. I believe in God. I believe in higher power. I believe in the Holy Spirit. I believe that He died for our sins. I believe that I'm going to heaven. There's a choice. You have a choice because there is a hell. But it's up to you to whether you want to go there or there. But you don't have to be all about holy. You just gotta know. You just gotta receive Him, bro, and know right from wrong. Because everyone can do right. Everyone can do wrong. But if you don't have Jesus in your heart, then you're done. But so when my daughter died and when my wife went blind, I prayed, and my wife goes, I don't want to see again. No, she tells me, Johnny, would you rather go blind or get cancer? I go, babe, I can't answer that because you're still alive, and even though you can't see, people with cancer, they die. They die sooner than they're expected to. And they gotta go through a lot of treatment. The government will give the blind people more than they need to help them in their walk in life because there's no drugs involved. There's no drugs, so they give them whatever they need. They baby the blind. The government babies the blind, and they'll give them whatever they need. We got everything in my house that talks to us, bro. Except my mother-in-law, she don't talk to me.
She just looks at you.
She looks at me. She likes to give a lot of advice, but she's very forgetful. The other day, she took me aside and left me there. Nah, but I'll drink to that, bro.
Hey, fuck. You know what? I'm tripping now. I'm gonna say what I'm tripping on right now. So, I don't know. It's probably fucking. So, you think that your wife went blind because of what she went through with the birth?
I think so.
So when you make that statement, I said to myself, "Fuck!" I started thinking, and I said, "Fuck!" Imagine if Julie gave up her sight so that Destiny could live. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if it was like hey, well, you got to give a little something if you want her to live.
But see, that would happen to everybody. That would happen to a lot of people. See, but my wife was born with this disease.
Oh, okay. Right.
It's born with it, but it just came out early. And doctors don't know why it came out as early. But doctor didn't say because it was a pushing. This is what I saw from the outside looking in.
Right.
And the doctor will never admit it because then we could sue him. But it wasn't the case. She was born with it. It's a disease, but it just came out early, I think, from having the baby. That's what I think. Because I'm not a doctor, bro. I don't know. But from what I saw from the outside looking in, a lot of pushing.
Because birth is fucking traumatic, dude.
Bro, it's awesome. It's life, bro.
Fuck yeah, man.
Bro, it's life, and it's a beautiful thing, bro.
Oh, I'm just asking, see if you want another one, because I'm gonna get one.
Go ahead, bro. I could drink this faster.
No.
You just gotta feed me, bro.
I got it. Make you a quesadilla.
Hey, that's what I had. That's what I had later. All right, so no, but yeah, no. That's what I think. I don't like to say that because then my daughter says, "Oh, you went blind because of me." No, baby, you're living because of our prayers and because we love you. Yeah. My daughter. It's funny, man, because my daughter, she sings great, bro. She sang at my mom's funeral. She sang Ave Maria, and she was on America's Got Talent. She didn't make it, but as a little kid, 12 years old, she's I don't want to go anymore because they didn't pick me. I mean, that's not the way of life. You gotta keep going till you learn. Mm-hmm. To learn that you can't be everybody winner. You're not that good. But she sings good. She sings really good. But
she should pursue it. And you said her birthday's around the corner, right?
It's on Sunday. We're going on the cruise next month with Soto.
That's right. Is she going with you?
Yeah.
All right, that's cool, dude.
And she takes her best friend. We pay for her. Pay for her. We took her and her mom camping with us last week to San Diego to Campland. Mm-hmm. You ever been there?
No, I've never been to Campland, but I've heard of Campland. When you mentioned Campland to me a couple of days ago, I knew where it was at because I've been invited there in the past. But we were talking about the camper earlier, and I've only taken it out once. I know I'm fucking up. I should take it out more often.
Next time we go, we'll go to Benelli Park. We'll invite you guys.
So you have a lot of knowledge on pop-ups?
Yes. Is yours torn up? Or is it good?
You know what? The outside is torn up. The outside is dated. My wife, she remodeled the entire inside.
So did we, bro. So did we.
When I open it up, I'm gonna have you come down and check it out.
Okay.
Hey, do you know a guy named Randy that lives on OBE? He lives down the street over here. I don't want to say the streets because the motherfuckers are gonna know where I fucking live. Randy.
What's he look like?
He drives this big old fucking truck. You've probably seen the fucking truck driving down the street.
I know.
Because he camps too. He's a camper too.
Oh no, I camp a lot, bro. Bonelli right here is just local. You ever been there? It's right there by Raging Waters.
I have been to Benally Park, but not to like camp.
Camp is fun, bro. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's local. We took our dog.
Can't
one
beat it,
time.
right?
Huh?
You can't beat the camp because you can't beat Benally Park because it's right
Dude,
there.
you'd be home in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, bro. And my trailer, it pop up inside's perfect. We got new bedding, new. I put new floors, painted it, looks great. The outside, one side looks perfect, but then I put a mirror on the inside, so it makes it look bigger. And then I put two camouflage tarps where the windows are, where all the screens are all ripped and everything. You can't tell, you know. But when someone comes to my house and knocks on my door, you want to sell that? Oh, it looks kind of beat up. No, I don't want to sell it. Once you put negative in it, no. You know, if I'm gonna sell myself for $6,000,
Yeah.
you know, if they want to buy it, then they'll buy it.
My screens for my windows are torn. I need to fix them.
And
I don't know how to do it.
How's the plastic?
The plastic, the outside.
Can you open it, zipper it up?
Yeah, I could zipper it up.
Mine are
Fuck.
done. Mine
You know
are
what
done,
though?
bro. I stapled it and
It's
made
like
it work.
it's tight though. You know what I mean? And if I really force it,
It'll
it'll
rip.
fucking rip.
Yeah.
I think I have to let it sit outside for a bit so the sun hits it, loosens up the material, and then maybe try to zip it or zip it up when it's not fully
Down?
out.
Oh. Yeah. Mine I can't zipper no more. One side's good. I don't even touch the zippers no more. I got air conditioning, so I don't have to worry. I don't but I love it, bro. This guy wanted to sell it for me for $5,000. And my brother-in-law, he does windows, and he was doing a window, and the guy across the street was selling his house. He goes, hey, you know anybody want to buy it? He goes, yeah, I might. So he calls me. He goes, hey, this guy's selling a camper. Pull up for $5,000. I go, no, I'm cool. He goes, got AC? No, I'm cool. So the next week, he goes, hey, brought it down to $3,000. You want to buy it? I go, nope. He goes, the next week, hey, $1,000, bro. Nope. And then, so the last day, tell him I'll sell $500. I went and picked it up.
Hey, you have an AC in yours, huh?
Hey,
That's a
fully
fucking
loaded, bro.
game changer.
Fully loaded right there.
Do you have a
bro.
shitter in there?
Everything, yeah.
Wow,
Everything. But
dude.
I don't use the shitter, you know, because it's like it's just a little porta potty. But you know, my wife could pee in a bucket. She's cool with that. My daughter learned to pee with a bucket. The closest tree, she learned that in Girl Scouts.
Hey, does yours have like a little kitchen on the outside?
Yeah, you know, mine's in the. I could. You can have a little burners, but I have a Blackstone. I have a Blackstone that perfect, bro. I won that at the bar.
Shut
for
the fuck up. You want a
$10, bro.
fucking Blackstone?
$400 Blackstone.
What bar?
Right here, Industry Bar. That's our bar.
Shut
You should
the
go,
fuck
bro.
up.
You ever been there?
When I first moved over here, I went there. Wow, I went there a couple of times, but I go to Pueblo Burger.
Oh, Pueblo, we do too.
Yeah, I go to Pueblo Burger. Pueblo Burger's good, dog. And I know that is Industry Bar right there, Pueblo
Industry
Burger?
Bar, yeah. No, Industry Bar. Industry Bar's right there by the
That
gun shop.
jumping place.
Yeah.
That, right? That
Right
little
there in
jumping
the
place,
corner,
right?
yeah.
Jesus Christ. I like that. I like
He
Sunset
became
too,
a
dog.
comic, bro. But he died on Father's Day a couple years ago.
Oh, pobrecito, I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. He was young too. But I think his old lady shot him and got away with it in Vegas at the Lexar. Whatever happens in Vegas, I believe stays in Vegas, bro. Because each casino have their own cops. You know that, right? So that's their own law enforcement. They don't want no publicity there when anything happens at their casino. It's crazy.
You don't want no negative publicity, right?
Right.
Because then people will no longer want to come over there.
Right, but at the Lexar, there's a lot of people that jump from the middle right by the front of the entrance.
Jesus Christ, are
I
you
looked
kidding
that
me?
up. Yeah, no, the Lexar is one of the most famous hotels that commit suicide.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You think it's haunted?
Oh yeah, of course. I've been on the Queen Mary. It's haunted.
What did you see on the Queen Mary?
I couldn't walk, bro.
What do you mean?
Like the boards met up my foot. I'm walking in. You know, we even talked to the gays. Which room's haunted? Oh, I don't know. They're all haunted. You know.
What were you doing on the Queen Mary?
We went and had dinner there, and we got to spend the night because I wanted.
that's cool.
I wanted in a raffle.
Shut the fuck up. What the fuck? You want a fucking Blackstone at the Industry Bar? And then you want a room and dinner at,
The Queen Mary
where'd you win that
at a carnival for St. Pius.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Santa Fe Springs?
No, not St. Pius. St. Francis or St. Lucy's in West Covina.
Okay.
Yeah, my cousin's daughter went there and they were doing a raffle or bid on the thing, a raffle, whatever, and I put my tickets in there and I won. They gave me a nice, cool little suitcase too.
That's cool.
Gave us some robes.
What happened at the Queen Mary? Tell me about that.
My wife's blind, so I had to use her stick because we're walking and my leg get up. My leg couldn't move. My leg just buckled, bro. My knee buckled and I couldn't walk. It like the ground met my foot up halfway, like I'm walking, and the ground went and met my foot and it like snapped it out. No, we had just gotten there. And I don't know because I've had knee surgery on I had surgery on my knee twice. So when it does get cold, it kind of does cramp up. But dude, it was weird. Nothing I experienced. I go, babe, I need your stick. I need to use your stick. I can't walk. So my wife's carrying me, and I'm limping. Like I just gotta walk it off. Everything gotta walk off.
Yeah.
But I think it's haunted. I mean, that's the only thing I seen that the boards met up with me.
Hey, you're okay. So because your wife, her vision, she's not 100% on her vision. Are any of her other senses amplified?
Oh yeah, we play hide and go seek a lot, and she finds me.
Shut the fuck up. No, you know what I mean? Like if one sense is not 100%, do the other senses amplify to make up for that?
Not all of them, but some.
Does she hear a little bit better, smell a little bit better?
She hears things that
you know what I mean?
that I don't hear, and she wants to see, bro. Like there was a cop chasing a kid on our block one time. It was an undercover cop girl with a gun chasing him down towards that walkway. You know that walkway, yeah. So my wife, someone told my wife, and so my wife calls the cops. Hey, there's a lady chasing a kid with a gun. That's the police. They're undercover. Get inside and shut your windows, shut your doors. Don't look outside. You know, it's like, so she hears the police and she opens up the windows like she can see. And then she goes, shit, I forgot I can't see.
Fuck, it's fun. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny, man. No, when whoever comes to my house, I train her look through the kitchen window. Don't and pretend you can see them, but don't.
Hell yeah.
Don't ever. If they want to say, just tell them we're renting. If they want to sell us shit, we're renting. It's not our house. Gotta call landlord. You know, that's what I learned from a young age. We really never owned a house. So my mom would say, oh, no, we're renting. Sorry. You know, like when the gypsies would come to want to do your driveway. They'll rob you blind.
That's why I have the no solicitor sign out there, because motherfuckers, like, I got a gate, right? I got a gate to keep my kids in so they're not running out to the street. But, like, you know, like, my gate's closed. Don't open my gate and just walk into my pad.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like walking in my front door.
Right.
So I was like, fuck, I'm going to put this no solicitor sign up. And
Does it work?
I haven't really got any knocks, you know?
Dude,
but that's a good one to say, hey, I'm
a renter, bro. I don't own this house. You know, and that way they don't have to try to burn you to fix something that's not broken.
Yeah.
You know, if it's broken, I would have fixed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the Jehovah's Witnesses come to knock at my door, and, you know, like around Christmas, so I have tamales, bro, and I have pan dulce, and I invite them in. I go, hey, come on in, bro, come on, let's talk. You know, I like to talk.
Oh, fuck yeah, you do.
I like to talk. I go, come on in, sit down. You want a cup of coffee? You want coffee? We got you banned. You want you banned?
Yeah.
We got you banned. And we're sitting down, and I go, hey, so what do you want to talk about? He goes, I don't know. I never made it this far.
Yeah, I had a couple. I had two Jehovah. I had one gentleman, an older man, he was like a grandfather age. He would come to my house, and it was really weird because he parked, because he came to my pad when I started this podcast, and we were covering like kind of controversial
And he did the podcast
topics. No, so we're covering controversial topics on the pod, and then one day, some guy pulls up to the front of my pad, dressed in a suit. Two guys pull up, and they come straight to my fucking house. They don't look at any other pad. They come straight to my pad. And he knocks on my door, right? I'm like, what the fuck? Who is this? I thought
Did he know your name?
No, he didn't know my name. But I thought it was like the FBI or the Men in Black or somebody, right? So he tells me a Jehovah's Witness. We start conversating, and it's just like kind of, you know, like I'm a little suspect. I'm suspect about everybody who I don't know, because I always wonder what their motive is, and
what do they want?
Yeah, you know how Jehovah's Witnesses are. They're very, like, I don't want to say all of them, but my experience with this dude, he was very like
aggressive.
Kind of aggressive. He was fucking charming. He was like engaging.
A liar.
You know,
he was a phony.
But I also know a lot about, like, I went to Catholic school. I'm more spiritual than religious, but I know the Bible. I've done a lot of research on, like, the history of Catholicism and Christianity and the Bible, and like history, so that was also going on around that time. So I'm pretty knowledgeable, you know. So we had good me and this motherfucker, we had a good conversation. He left, and then I was like, why did he come just to my fucking house?
And they left.
And then he fucking boned out. So when we were done, him and his homie got back in their car and left. And I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, you know what? If I ever see this guy again, I'm gonna ask him why he picked my fucking house. A 2 weeks later, showed up again to my pad.
With another guy or same guy?
A girl this time, a female. So once again, he comes, knocks on my door, and my wife is like, hey, your friends are here. You fucking talked to this guy last time, and look what happened. And so, hey, we get into we fucking chop it up again for like another 30, 45 minutes, dog. Him and I just chopping it up in the front, going back and forth, blah, 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 blah. Fucking leaves, takes off. And I even asked him, hey, why'd you pick one? Because that day, I kind of like hit him up, and I asked him, why did you pull up to the front of my pad, look at my pad, do not look at any other fucking house, come to my house, knock on my fucking door, and engage with me, right? And we did. We talked. We bullshitted, and we were done. You didn't go to the fucking next house, next door. You didn't continue your route. You just jumped back in your pad and you fucking left. Why? And he was like, and you know what he told me? He's like, oh, because we pick addresses. We pick specific addresses, and we just visit that address as much as we can until we are told not to come back, type of shit. Hey, this motherfucker came back. Hey, I swear to God, like for like about 2 months,
Every week?
Yeah, they would come back and we chop it up, we talk. I invited him on the podcast. He wasn't down, and then one day, they just stopped coming.
Were they young?
No, they're older.
Really? You think he was doing his hours? Because they have to do 200 hours, door to door.
He might have.
Yeah.
He might have, man.
Because the Mormons do that too with the bikes. You know the bikes? They'll come and help you work.
Elder,
Yeah,
right?
Elder Joe or Elder Senor. There was a lady who had talked to my wife. My wife walks a lot. You'll see her if you go by my neighborhood. You'll see her walking all the time. And this one lady, older lady, she stopped and talked to my wife. Oh, you know what? I got a fine from the city that they're gonna fine me $500 if I don't cut my trees down, and I don't even have a lawnmower. Blah blah blah. She lives alone, little old lady, bro. And so my wife goes, "Oh, my husband will come cut it." She always volunteers.
She volunteered you.
Yeah.
All right.
And my neighbor across the street. So I went over with my weed eater. And,
All right, dog. All
dude,
right.
this needed a professional, bro. I go, I'll pay my lawnmower guy to come do this. My lawnmower guy says, I ain't gonna touch that, bro. It was like infested in the backyard, bro. Overgrown, bro. It needed a professional. The trees had to be cut back, and the grass was over the sidewalk, in the grass. The trees, no cars can go by, no trucks can go by because the tree was hanging over. So it'd have been like $500 each tree to cut it back and whatever. But we did like 30 bags, bro, of her lawn. And then, we called for a bokeh and pickup. And but my wife always volunteers me. But this little old lady, she's homeless. But she lives there because that house was given to her by her parents. They passed. But she's an old lady now. But, dude, she had no running water. She had electricity because the lights went on, but she had no running water. And, dude, we gave her waters. We bought her new shoes, and she goes, "Oh, these are too nice for when I go panhandle."
She said that?
Oh yeah.
She fucking said that. Oh, pobrecita, man.
No, but her name is Sue. Her name is Sue. She lives on the same street you have, but over there by my house.
Okay.
But her house is nice, but she never let us in. She had animals, and like I'm sure the house was not nice.
Hey, do you ever see that guy that fucking flies the sign at the end of 7th?
Flies the sign.
He sits on the island right before you make the left.
Yeah, that guy flips everybody off.
You
kind of look like him.
Huh? Was it? No, but you know his story?
No.
Because from what I don't know his story.
Dude, one time he fell asleep under the light over there right across the street from my house like this, bro. So my wife goes, I'm calling the cops. He looks dead.
He was on the floor asleep like that?
Yeah, like that.
Oh, wow.
It was like 12 o'clock at night. My wife goes, I'm calling the police. So the ambulance come, the fire department, everybody comes to wellness check on him. And they just told him, get up and you can't be sleeping on the sidewalk. You got to go. So he's coming by my house going like this to us.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Hey, I was at Denny's one time right here. It was me and my 3 boys, right? We want to go eat. And Denny's was there was nobody in there. I don't know what time it was, but there was nobody in there. It was just me and my boys and the cooks and the lady working the front desk. And he walked in, motherfucker walked in, and I know he's fucking loked out just based on what I know about him and my visual observations of him. He walked in, and the lady behind the register, she fucking like
froze.
Dude, she fucking like was like, oh shit. And I looked at her. And I was looking at him. I was like, "Fuck! If I gotta act right here, I'm gonna fucking
take him
down. If
I
have to, I gotta do some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To fucking, be the fucking hero or just
Something,
fucking
yeah.
be a man and fucking step up, you know? But he came in, he was very polite. And then he just walked out. So then I made contact with the lady working the cashier, and I was like, hey, you good? She's like, yeah. She's like, hey, he walks in. Sometimes he's nice, and sometimes he comes in fucking just very mean and angry, and we have to walk him out.
Coming down.
Yeah, I was like, fuck.
Probably coming down from his
Probably,
shit.
man.
Yeah.
Probably. I saw him the other day walking up by Kalima.
Yeah, he's all over the place, but that's his little spot right there, the
That's
bucket.
the spot, man.
Yeah, no, and I don't pay him any attention. I look the other way, and because he always flips you off if you don't look at him. If you look at him, he'll flip you off.
Yeah.
You know.
He got mad at me one time. He fucking hit me up for money, and I was like, "Oh, I have no change. I got no dollars." Got mad at me, you know.
Yeah.
But
No.
he needs to be a little bit more cool. Maybe if he was a little more cool, a little bit more approachable, people would have given him fucking.
He
some
sleeps.
feria.
He sleeps in that little pathway, and my daughter goes to work, and she takes that pathway to take the bus. Sometimes she has to go all the way around because he's sleeping there or whatever, you know. And it's sad. And call the cops. The cops can't do anything.
No.
Cops will say, "Oh, you got to call CHP. CHP. Oh no, you got to call Caltrans. You got to call whoever." Because dude, they try to post up right there on the side of the freeway, right across the street from my house. There's a freeway. I saw this lady carrying her kuna one time. You know, just
Well, you know why? You know what's there.
across the street. Yeah, Denny's across the street right there. That little Motel 6. We protested that, bro.
It was Project
Turnkey.
Turnkey. Is that what
Yeah,
it's called?
It was Project Turnkey 7 to 7.
What are they doing with it now?
They're making into. Well, last time we went to the meeting right there at the park, they said it's gonna be a retirement home for homeless.
It's gonna be a homeless shelter.
Yeah, for the homeless. For you got to be 60 and over or whatever.
What are they gonna do with Denny's?
I think someone bought that. I think the guy who bought the gas station bought that. I really do.
I was thinking that Denny's was gonna turn into like a reception center for that.
I was hoping it'd be like the big black bear or something restaurant or
something, right? Something good. Like open up something because that Denny's. I don't know why they fucking closed it because it was active.
You know, my friend was working there when they closed it. They gave her 1 day notice. Not even that. One day she came in and says, "Here's your check."
That's
Closed
fucked up, man.
They bought us out, you know, and I think it was either the motel or the gas station.
I
I think
hope
the
it's not the
motel bought the
motel.
ghost station. I think the motel bought the gas station too, because they changed the color of that and same color as a motel. You see that? It's green, whatever. But
I hope they make something there for the community, and not something for some bullshit. A restaurant would be good. A restaurant would be good.
do you know they're building a big old regional park up there on the dump site?
I heard that.
Yeah, we went to the meeting for that too.
So are you pretty active in the community?
I have to be, bro.
No shit.
I'm a Knight of Columbus too as well at the church.
No shit. I would love to get into
St.
that.
John Vianney, I'll get you in, bro. It's fun. I do bingo there on the carnivals.
No, I would love to talk. I don't know about getting into the Knights of Columbus, but I have three friends who are Knights of Columbus.
I'm a third degree Knights. Been in it for 10 years maybe. I got in, but I had a lot on my plate before I got in. I would just go volunteer, bro, without even being a knight. Like on the carnivals, I'd go volunteer and then collect all the aluminum cans there and just, you know, help them unpack. I was little, so I'd get up in the garage and put all the stuff away that needed to be stuff away. And then be there till like 3, 4 in the morning, you know, helping them break down the church. Because I was, you know, that's where I got married. And I go, this is my church, I got to help. But I wasn't a knight then. And then every week at church, one of the recruiters would go, "Hey, be a knight, be a knight." I go, "Nah, bro, I work for AT&T. I'm part of the Pioneers for them, which is just a group of volunteers that volunteer. I volunteer a lot, bro. I volunteer a lot, whether it be with Santa Claus, whether it be for anything for the kids, bro. I'm there, bro. I'm there 100%. Even if it's not my kid, bro. I mean, I was still doing Mommy and Me. I mean, when my daughter left Los Robles, I still went and worked as the kindergarten noon aid. For noon aid, and just help. They would always say, "Mr. C, Mr. C," and then I go in there singing, "It's a good day. Today's gonna be a what? Good day."
No, yeah, that's good though. Get that in their head that it's gonna be a good day. Yeah. Hey, are you down to talk about the Knights of Columbus a little bit?
Yeah,
because I'm interested. I don't know 100% what they are, but I would love to get in and I would love to learn about them. And I also want to talk about the accident that you had with your hands, and what happened after that.
All right, which one do you want to do first?
Okay, so I was thinking, and I really want to get to the story you were telling me about the accident that you have with your hands, and then what happened after that. That's very fucking interesting, dude. I really want to hear that. Please.
So it happened like I was my 4th year into my apprenticeship program with LSU Metal Workers. I was a 3rd-year apprentice and busting ass with this company, working weekends and putting stuff up, and they're rushing it though. We're trying to fit in this 500-pound piece. It came up like this, and it had to come up to a dead connection. Dead connection means this side don't move, but this side's coming in, and we're locking it in. So I'm in the inside on a ladder, on a lift, with my grips, trying to pull it in, and I just needed like about 2 inches, bro. And then, so the supervisor or the foreman, he got the tractor because it was so high up in the air. He got the tractor and he's gonna just slam it in. And then the 2 guys are on the roof holding the other piece, and they're gonna pull it in. They didn't tell me they were gonna do it like a 1, 2, 3. They just slammed it in. My hands were inside. I'm like, fuck.
How much did this thing weigh?
500 pounds, bro.
Jesus Christ.
So it almost chopped my hands off. So I had, and then my shoulder hit the ceiling, and dropped my chromium bone into my rotary cuff. So I couldn't even lift my arm. So I was off of work for 4 years, working with comp. I had to have a couple surgeries, and then just pain management, going to therapy. And then they were doing all kinds of guinea pig shit on me, like put cortisone to my neck, because the pain I was in pain daily, bro. I couldn't even wipe my ass, bro. It's like, and then when I had shoulder surgery, I had to call my brother to come and get me out of bed to go pee. I was living in Whittier.
What did it do to your hands?
Crushed them, bro. Look, you can still see the lines, bro. It almost lost them, bro. You see that line right there? See that line?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It almost chopped them off, bro. The other one's right here. And dude, but my hands were like this. When it happened, I'm crying, bro. Tears were coming down. My pain was so intense. So I bring the scissor lift down with my elbow, and I leave my car there, and they rushed me to the hospital. And right away, they gave me a shot. They gave me a shot to calm my nerves, and the pain was so intense. So they wrapped me up, and a couple months later, I had to have surgery. But the next day, bro, that day, I called my brother, and I go, hey, bro, can you come get me? I'm in the hospital. I got to pick up my car. It's in Burbank, and I got in an accident. He goes, oh, no, bro, I'm mowing my lawn for my daughter's birthday tomorrow, and I'm doing a clown for my niece that next day. And so my niece calls me. She goes, Uncle Johnny, you're not going to be my clown. I go, Mom, I'll be there. So I had to take a lot of my medicine pills, my pain pills. And sure enough, I did her clown with casts in my hands, bro. Did the clown with a cast in my hands, bro, and I did it. And I still, no matter what you're going through in life, you still got to be a clown and be happy, bro. No matter what, it's the face is just the face. No matter what, you still got to be happy for that 2-3 hours, whatever.
Is it like a smile now, cry later type of thing?
I'm always happy though. I'm always happy. I mean, I cry. I'm very sensitive. I'll cry if that song comes on, Butterfly Kisses. I'll cry to that. If my daughter writes something if I read something that's gonna make me cry, I'm gonna cry. Bro. I'm very sensitive, but it's a good cry. It's not like I'm but it's all good. And then so that went on for 4 years. So within that 4 years, they tried to do cortisone to my neck, and I was awake. I wasn't asleep, and I could hear the anesthesiologist talking shit, saying, "Oh, where's that Castaneda guy? I gave him so much drugs, he wish he could take it home with him. Where's it?" And the nurse goes, "She's right here," and he thought he was God, bro. And I got so upset that I go, "I don't want him to be my anesthesiologist."
So you're in the doctor's office.
I'm in surgery room.
You're in surgery room,
and I'm awake, bro. That whatever they gave me didn't work. My body rejected everything they gave me. I didn't want it. That's when I had my out-of-body experience.
That's what I want. Let's get to that. That's
okay. So the pain was so intense, bro. I was scared, bro. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't even know why I'm there. The pain management. It's just why are you doing this? Why? Because the insurance is gonna pay for anything to make you better. Right. That's with anything, bro. And so I was like a guinea pig, and then so they give me cortisone on my neck, and my body rejected it. Nothing helped. It's like, but I go, in the operating room, it's like I even wrote a poem for it too, bro, and about. It was cold. They all looked the same. They had beady eyes, but doctor gave me something to ease my pain. But the pain was so intense that I pulled myself out. Excuse me. That I tried to see, but I couldn't understand what they were doing to me. So I'm like, it hurts. Pain. It hurts. You're hurting me. Stop. So the pain was so intense that tears fell as I cried, but I felt like I died, bro. And so I just pulled myself out, and I pulled myself out of my body. So now I'm like. Seeing another dimension. I'm like up there, and I'm like see myself on the gurney, And there's other doctors that weren't in there before, like putting other stuff in me, like for me to get by in life some more, so I could continue with my life. You know, so I needed this, I needed that. I don't know what they were putting in there, but there were different doctors. And like when the gurney left, it was like hitting a mirror. It was like a 3D dimension. It was going, went like that when they were pushing me on the gurney. And then I couldn't write. I couldn't explain where I went, but someone took me somewhere, and they took me back to the beginning of why we're here, of why I was here. And for me to understand, it had to be, see, like God's the coach. God's your football coach. And everybody on the field wants to play, and they want to play with that soul. With your soul wants to play with your body. So your body's born in, but God handpicks you, handpicks your soul. This is for you, Ray. This soul's for you to help you get by in life. God will never give us too much what we can't handle, but this soul can handle everything you're going to go through.
So do you think we have different souls for different times in our lives?
No, it's the same soul, but that soul's going to allow you to get through with the things you're going to go through. Because God will never give you too much that you can't handle. If He knew you were going to handle it, He wouldn't have gave it. He wouldn't have let it happen or whatever, you know? But you can go through it. Don't ever think you can't do it, because we can do all things, bro. We can do all things, bro. And I believe that we can. It's when you doubt, that's when all hell breaks loose. That's when you don't make it. But you're there. You're in the limelight. So he took me back to the beginning, and everyone, he wants to go with Johny. Oh, Johnny's a good body. I want to go. Everybody. But God says, no. Okay, boom, you're gonna go down. So boom, he flies down.
You saw this?
This is what He showed me to understand.
Oh, okay.
This is what He showed me to understand. So when I woke up, I told the nurse, everything's gonna be okay. Egg buck, everything gonna be okay. My father-in-law used to tell me that. Egg buck, everything gonna be okay. Egg buck. And even my nieces have an egg buck tattoo when my father-in-law died, because he would always say, egg buck, everything will be okay. Egg buck, egg buck. Like if I was having problems at work, he goes, just egg buck, Johny, egg buck. My wife, to this day, if I'm like have a test, she goes, egg buck, Johny. Everything will be okay. You'll be fine.
That's a good one. I like that.
Straight up, bro. And I even tell my daughter's like stresses out a lot. She got like ASD, whatever, ADSD, whatever. Not like ADD. All different dads know. She has
ADHD
or something like that. She gets help, bro. Because when she died, bro, we thought something was gonna be wrong with her brain, or she's gonna be slow, or which is scary, bro. But they have a program to where at school that you can get extra time to do your work. You can do this, you can do that, do whatever. But you have to qualify, and you have to have a doctor's note for that. And so she has that, you know. And I don't know where I was. I'm lost now. That thing ripped me up.
I'm fucked up. I know. But no, you were saying that you were shown that
everything's gonna be okay.
God's the coach, and that here's Johny, and that there's a bunch of souls that are like, yeah, I want to go, and they're like, nope, you're perfect for what he's gonna go through in life.
Right. And that's what made me understand. I said, okay. So then that's when I came back through this little orbit in the hole in the sky, like
explain that, dude, because you said you saw a hole in the ceiling, right?
Like that, bro. But it's in the ceiling. It was like a portal hole, but you know, I could see myself sticking my head out there and looking down, and I hear the nurse, and I'm sitting there like a robot going like this, and she's trying to wake me up, and then the doctor goes, "Don't wake him up. He won't come back. Don't wake him up. He's not ready. He's not ready to wake up." And I'm going like this. I go, "I'm not ready," and then she goes, "I'm not here." I tell her, "I'm not here." She goes, "Where are you?" I go, "Up there."
Shut the fuck up. And you saw yourself do that?
I saw myself do that. I saw, because I couldn't move myself, but I saw myself go like a robot, like, I'm up there. And the nurse was laughing, but the doctor knew what was going on. The doctor goes, no, he's not ready. Don't wake him up or else he won't come back. So he knew I was gone. He knew I was somewhere, but I wasn't there. So like a couple hours later, she showed, and then she goes to my room after, and she wanted to know what happened. She goes, "Johny, what happened? What happened?" She goes, "You died." I go, "I did?" She goes, "Oh, you flatlined, but you came back. You told me that you weren't ready to come back, and the doctor told me not to wake you up." She goes, "Where'd you go?" I go, "I went back to where we started, why I'm here, and he told me everything's gonna be okay." She goes, "Then you're gonna be okay. Then you're gonna be." And she stood there for me 2 hours after it was over, and to make sure that I was stable. She stood there with me, and which I thought was cool. And then I go, "Why? What happened?" They go, "You flatlined, you panicked, you coded on the table." And I go, "I did." and can I see that on the chart or whatever? No, you're alive now, so why even do that, you know? But they go, you came back, but you flatlined, and your body rejected everything we gave you. The cortisone to the neck, because my body was, I couldn't lift my arm. It was in a lot of pain, you know, from the accident. So, but it was a trip, bro, because I even went to an Indian store, that was over there in Bellflower. My mom was going through surgery, and I took her, and this was before my surgery, and I took my mom, and I wanted to go to the Indian store, and they gave me a medicine bag that would help me get through, and they called me Little Crow because all kinds of crows would follow me everywhere, bro. It was weird. Like, everywhere I went, there was crows. So the lady called me Little Crow. It was weird because even when I went there was a crow, like, right there on my car or whatever, and I was like, I don't know why these crows are following me.
I wonder what that symbolizes.
She said that the crows are very psychic. They're smart. They know what's up. That's all she said.
I've heard that about crows as well.
They're very smart. They're very psychic. They know what's up. That's all she. Dude, I remember one time I went and saw my friend in Delano in prison, and I left like at, I don't know, 4 or 5 in the morning. I went there, spent a couple hours with them, and I was back in my house by 12 o'clock. Kid you not, bro. And the crow flew all the way with me, bro. But as I drove, and it seemed like I got there like in 10 minutes from Pasadena to Delano, bro. It's like 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
But dude, I went there, spent a few hours, and I was back by 12 noon. Like I never even left, bro. But it was cool. It was cool, man. I was like, wow. And then he goes, dude, how'd you get here? So I go, dude, the crow, bro. The crow brought me here. The crow followed me all the way. And then when I got there was all kinds of crows there at the prison.
You should get a crow tattoo.
Nah, bro, I don't do needles, bro. I don't like giving shots. I don't do needles. I don't do tattoos, bro. I came in this world naked. I'm gonna leave naked. My buddy died of hepatitis from tattoos in prison.
No.
So yeah, and it was a nice.
Okay, so
go on.
I wanted to. So this is a near-death experience that you had.
Yeah.
Well, the nurse told you that you flatlined.
She flatlined, but you came back. You came back and you said everything's gonna be okay. When I woke up, something told me just to write how I felt. So I wrote 3 poems.
Do you have those with you?
I have them right here, bro.
Can you please? I want to hear them.
Okay. The first one, I call it life. Why? I don't know, but I hate that word because someone always knows. But in this place we call ourselves as a place of interesting qualities that we project. Qualities that no other individuals should neglect or reject, but help to see other people can accept. Don't mislead them nor mistreat them. You see, they have only learned where you have been. They have come to see that all goes well. And trusting in God, you know the difference between heaven and hell. Now, heaven is there and hell is somewhere. The difference in between, as I can see, can only be here. Now, there is a heaven and somewhere is hell, but I am here now and only time will tell. Now, it is not our question when to be here, but it's a gift from God. You can see it so clear. So don't ever question your gift called life, but know it's a given, so do things right. Where are we going? That was the first one. The second one is a good heart knows pain. Now, where are we going? So far and so fast, away from ourselves, our lives don't last. And we hold on to questions we don't ever ask, but all we do is reflect on the past. We're running, we're hiding, we're crying out loud. We're bending and mending as one in the crowd. And as pain fills your heart, you wonder when will it end, and you cry, why did it start? Now all pain and no gain and still more pain. Shattered dreams, life's torn apart, broken pieces of a good heart. With a love so strong it wanted to give, but with all its pain, it couldn't live. You see no hope in his confused eyes, lost and alone and believing in lies. No one to look up to, nothing to call home. Nowhere to run to, nothing to call his own. And at last the heart stops, and you wonder why? That a good heart has to stop in order to die.
Damn.
I say that at every funeral I go to, bro. And it relates to something and someone in every way. Because it's beautiful, but it's true. It's about life. The ones, they only learn where you've been. That's your kids, bro. They're only going to learn where you've been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they come to see that all goes well.
Mm-hmm.
And to take care of you and make sure that you're doing things right, you know. And that's what I got. But that's what I wrote. And then I wrote one about the surgery room, but I have it written down, but I didn't memorize that one because it's like, it's cold, icy, no, it's freezing, icy, cold, trembling with a never-ever sense of never-ever awakening. Bright lights, beady eyes, and they all look the same. I felt more relaxed as one of them eased my pain. I tightened up, I tried to see, I couldn't understand what they were doing to me. Pain, how it hurts. You're hurting me. More pain. The pain I felt was the most excruciating pain I ever felt or could never explain. I'm not sure what really happened, but I'm sure well aware that I saw myself on the table from the air. I remembered it. That was it.
Dude, that's bad, dude. that is very like artistic of you to do that. You're expressive. You expressed yourself with that, and yeah, that was nice, dog. Thank you
That
for
was
sharing
in
that with us.
1995, bro.
How old
That's
were you?
27 maybe.
Were you a dad?
No, I didn't become a dad till I was
34.
34.
34.
Yeah.
Hey, so damn. So this experience that you had, this near-death experience you had, and this out-of-body experience that you had.
That wasn't the first time, bro.
What the fuck? Let me. What?
Um,
What time was this? What was it?
I was dating this chick, bro, and she broke my heart, bro. And she was married, bro, but I fell head over heels for her, bro. And I loved her so much that she broke my heart, bro. She used me, and I said, you know what? I want to be the other guy. I want to be the guy that you're going out with. Fuck you, you know. I want to be the. So I turned it around after a while, but no, she never came over. I put candles out, and so I called my brother. I go, hey Alex, come pick me up, bro. I'm gonna go hang out with you guys. Come pick me up. I told my brother Ray, who's a cop, and he goes, nah, bro, just come down. We're kicking it right here. We're just kicking it. Come on down. Watch a movie. Come on. I go, nah. And then Alex goes, who's that? He goes, that's Johny. Is he coming? Nah, he said he's gonna go to sleep. So I had 6 sleeping pills in my hand, bro. I had 6, and I go, you know what? 6 is too much. I'm gonna take 3. So I took 3, and I go, Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to do. And I took them, and I went to sleep. So my brother had a feeling. My little brother, he'll do anything for me. So he drove to my house in Pasadena from West Covina, and he's pounding on the door. And he could see me through the window, and he's pounding on the door, and I'm dead out, I'm asleep, bro. I'm just wanting to sleep. So the lady in front, she has the key to my house. So he goes and knocks on the door. He goes, hey, Elizabeth, something's wrong with Johny. Can you open the door? And she goes, yeah. So my brother opened the door and then jumped to me because he saw all the empty bottles of pills that were there. But I was just looking for the sleeping pills. I didn't take them all. And then so
It looked worse than what it was.
did, bro. So the cop showed up and I'm sitting there and he goes, and they're going like this to my chest. And I go, he goes, do you want to go to jail? I go, okay, I want to go to sleep. So they took me to the hospital, bro. And on the way to the hospital, I'm outside the ambulance and I could see myself driving through the freeway, see the ambulance going, and then gets into the hospital and they asked me, do you know where you're at? I go, yeah, I'm at Presbyterian Hospital. I work here. But I wasn't there. I was at like Huntington Memorial or something. But on the wall, I could see all my family. I could see my sister, my brothers, my mom. All 6 of them were right there. And they're just looking in the wall, but there was just their heads. And I'm thinking, why are they here? But I'm seeing them crying and I'm like, why? And then I didn't realize what I did. And then they asked me, did you want to kill yourself? I go, no, I just wanted to sleep. I don't want to kill myself. So they're like, oh, you're going to have to stay here for 2 days, you know, for thinking I was wanting to commit suicide. I go, I'll do whatever it takes. But then they wanted to give me pills to keep me in there longer. I go, I don't do drugs.
This is why I'm fucking here. You know what I mean?
I go, I'm here because I don't want no drugs, bro. I don't need drugs to calm my nerves. I'm not nervous. I just wanted to sleep, you know. And even the chick that was fucking up on me or whatever, she came and I go, and I was happy that she showed up, you know. I was like, oh, but she broke my heart. She was a awesome fuck, but she was a bitch. We were together for like 2 years, and she didn't even know we were together. I guess because her husband got out of jail. That's all I could say. True story, bro. True story. But hey, her loss. Because of her, my grandma was dying at the time, bro. And trip out on this. When my grandma died, I saw her spirit on the window, bro. On the screen, it formed a silhouette. And I was in her room, you know, and I screamed. I go, ah! My brother comes in and goes, what's up, John? I go, look she's in the window. He goes, I see her. And
your brother saw her too.
oh yeah, bro.
Fuck,
You know how when you
right.
water the screen, it gets, you know, with the dirt and you can water it. Mm-hmm. It formed a silhouette from her shoulders up to her head with her long hair. And I go, look at that, grandma, because I was in her room, and she appeared to me, and my mom comes in here all pissed. Let her rest in peace. You know, I go, Mom, this grandma saying bye to us. You know, you know, my mom was just upset because they gave her 3 months. She died in 1, and she goes, I still got 2 more months. You know, my mom was like, I got 2 more months, and you know, but it was weird because my mom would stay home. She stayed home for a month, which they took care of my grandma because they said she was gonna die and whatever. Mm-hmm. So my mom goes, I gotta go to work. So she went to work. My sister was there, and my grandma tells my sister, Mia, where's your mom? Well, she went to work. Oh, she goes, oh, that's good that she's not here today, and she left. And then my mom says, no, you can't leave. I wanted to be here. You said 6 months. I said, I got 2 more months, or 3 months. I got 2 more months. And and then it was like, my grandma hated me though as a kid, because my mom married my little brother's dad, because we all got different dads, bro. Even my twin brother has his own dad.
What the fuck? You have a twin?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
He's
up. You have a twin brother?
He's a year and a half older.
Oh, okay. What the fuck?
I was born late, Mexican Standard Time. No, but
That's a long labor.
but my baby brother's dad didn't like us, you know, and he would always beat my mom, and we went through a lot with him. And my mom didn't want to leave him. She was afraid of him because he beat her ass all the time. But he hated the fact that, because my mom got an apartment, we all moved in, and then he moved in and he didn't want us there, so we had to live with my great grandmother, which was my grandma's mom. And she loved us, man. Her name was, we called her Mamita, but my grandma hated the fact that she had to take care of her mom's 3 boys. And she had to walk us to school. I was in kindergarten, bro, and I used to walk to the freeway, over the freeway, then under the freeway.
Damn.
You know, and I got jumped one time under Olympic by twins, Adam and Eve. Their name was Adam and Eve.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they were twin boy and girls, and I was friendly. Everybody, hi, you want to be my friend? And they go, no, they beat me up. And my grandma goes, go do it again. But no, it was he didn't like us, so we lived with my grandma. So I think my grandma resented that. And so she used me as a mule, bro, with my uncle. My uncle he was a Harley Davidson dude. He was a motorcycle rider. He was a biker dude, trucker. And he got busted one time coming home from the border with heroin or whatever. I don't know what it was, with whatever. I don't know what it was. But my grandma would always, I had a diaper till I was 6 years old, bro. They didn't potty train me because they would put the shit in my diaper. Kid you not, bro. I remember this, man. My grandma would squeeze my wrist right here. You say anything, I'm gonna squeeze your wrist. So I'm already crying, bro. But they would never find it. It was always in my diaper. But my brothers hated the fact that they had to change me. So I remember they put me in the trash can after they changed me, and I fall asleep in the trash can. That's a little boy. I was like 4, 5, 6 years old, bro. But they never trained me till I was 6.
Where would you be taking the dope?
I don't know. It was being I wouldn't take it. My grandma would carry me.
She would carry you around, and you would have it on you.
Oh, yeah. But
wow,
and then when we got across the border, whatever, then they take it out.
Also, you were going across. They were using you to go across the border.
Of course. Wow. Until I was 6 years old, bro. I remember this. I remember clear as day. But my uncle, bro, I loved him. He was my mom's only brother. He loved me to death. And my grandma would always take me to go see him in the jail. And my grandma would, he would always say, "You're a punk." I go, "I'm not a punk." He goes, "You cry, you're a punk." And he would slap me. And I go, he goes, "You cry, you're a punk." I go, "What's a punk? I'm not a punk." But, you know, my great grandmother which was his grandma, would make him chorizo burritos. So he'd go say, "Punk."
Oh, I fucking love chorizo burritos.
"Punk, come here." And all my brothers would be outside, and he goes, "You want to finish this? You got to finish it right there and finish all of it." And he put chili in it, and I'd eat it. Because, you know, we were poor little kids, bro. My brothers would get jealous, bro, because they had to change me. They had to put me in, and they wouldn't get no food from my uncle. But my uncle, till the day he died, bro, it was funny because he lived in Newark, New Jersey. And
how did he end up over there?
With his wife.
Okay.
His wife, she moved. They always go where the grandkids are. And so, but he would come over here, but he would freeload off his sisters and my sister, all my brothers. He would freeload off everybody. So everyone would always talk shit about Uncle Bobby. I go, "Nah, man, Uncle Bobby, don't worry. You come, you stay at my house. You stay at my house." So I picked him up from the bus station one day, and I go, "Uncle Bobby, you want to go eat Tommy's? You want to go eat In-N-Out, Taco Bell? You want to go eat whatever you want to go eat, chicken? What do you want?" He goes, 4 fucking days. 4 fucking days. I need to take a shower. So I go, "Let's go to my house, take a shower then, bro." But he stood in my house. I go, "You don't have to worry about everybody else talking shit no more. I got you, Uncle Bobby. You know, you took care of me as a kid. I'm going to take care of you as an old man now." And you go to my house, and, you know, he was the best uncle. You know, he wasn't the right uncle. He wasn't always there in the head, you know, but.
What was his name?
Uncle Bobby.
Oh, to Uncle Bobby.
Oh, to Uncle Bobby.
Uncle Bobby, man. Boom.
That's funny, bro. He gave me, when I got married, he gave me some chickens.
You said that he wasn't the best uncle, but he was the right uncle.
Right. He wasn't always.
Or was he the right? He wasn't the right uncle, but he was the best uncle.
Yeah, he wasn't always there, because he was always high or drunk. But he stopped drinking because he'd get in fights a lot. He'd kick everybody's ass. I mean, I remember one time he cracked them. You remember those Mother Pride bottles, those big ones, Mother's Pride, the sodas. They were big old jugs, bro. They were jug sodas. So he cracked one of those over one of his friends because he didn't let him sleep because he was too loud in his house. Told you, "Shut the fuck," come out and bam, busted him a bottle of his head, and we were bleeding all. And we were little kids. We're like, "Oh, Uncle Bobby's mean.
Fucking Uncle Bobby's crazy.
But he never fucked with us, you know. Well, one time at Christmas, he threw a Christmas tree out the window
Why?
because he was drunk.
Ah,
Because he was
he's a
drunk.
fucking wild man, eh? Well, Uncle
Oh,
Bobby
he
was a
crazy.
fucking wild
He
man,
knew
dog.
that once he stopped drinking, he was cool. His chihuahuas, and he was cool. He was late.
Hey, I want to get back to the near death experience you had, eh? And I want to know how that affected you. Like, what do you like? Because that has to affect your spirituality some way,
Right.
right?
When I-
And your get down and the way that you perceive the world, the way that you navigate the world. Who were you before the near death experience, and who are you after? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was a person with a lot of pain, bro. I was a person with a lot of pain.
Pre?
I could, yeah, because before I had that out-of-body experience, they were using me as a guinea pig, bro. But before that, bro, I was working out, bro. I had a shirt that says I live for God, I live for Jesus, I go to Bible study, bro, and then I got the union job, you know, and then that's when I got hurt, and then everything just went downhill. Not downhill, just I didn't work for 4 years. So within that 4 years, I had to find myself in a sense, you know. But when that happened to me, I shared the poems with my doctor, and he goes, "Would you share that with a colleague of mine?" So I had to go see a psychiatrist, and I go, "Yeah." And basically, when seeing the psychiatrist, I shared that with him. I go, "I'm not crazy, bro. It's just something happened that made me write, you know, made me write these poems," and I felt good. I felt good about it, you know. I go, I'm gonna publish these one day.
you should.
I'm gonna publish them one day, and maybe through this I can, you know.
Yeah, 100%, man.
I gotta find somebody who's a publisher and just do it because it can relate to somebody somewhere, sometime in life, you know. And like I
Absolutely.
said, this happened in '95, and I still carry it with me to this day, you know. And it didn't change my perspective on life. I just know everything's gonna be okay.
So
I could go through anything in life, bro, but I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Going through this, I could get by anything, bro. I could get by anything in life, you know, and it made me stronger.
pre-experience, you were already a religious man.
Yeah, I knew the Lord when I was 14.
So after, it just, your experience just solidified what you already believed.
Yeah, it allowed me to give God the glory for whatever happens in my life. No matter what happens, I still got to give God the glory. I still got to have Him glorified through what I go through, because it's not something I picked or something I chose, or it's something that somebody always has a jacket, bro. Something has to go through in life, you know, whatever it is. You can go through different things. I'm sure look with your wife and your baby that your real baby, you know, that didn't make it. I mean, I'm sure that was devastating, bro. That must
Dude, it was fucking
have that must
crazy.
have hurt more than anything in the world. You know, when my daughter died and they told me that she wasn't gonna make it, I didn't want to go back to work. I'm like, how am I gonna go back to work after the baby showers, after all this, and see my daughter die? I couldn't face anybody. I was scared, bro. I was like, you know, but I said, you know what? I think it's because I was smoking. I think it was like, and my mom tells me, no, mijo, it wasn't because you're smoking, bro. It wasn't because you're smoking. It happens. It's one in every 777 that they said it was. And I go, nah, man, you know, but that's my daughter, you know. And I prayed for a daughter before I even had her, you know. We waited 3 years before we had her. But after that, and my daughter even says, Dad, how come I don't have no siblings? Is it because what happened to me? And I go, maybe, me, I'm scared, you know.
Hey, do you believe that everything happens for a reason?
Oh, yeah, she loves the Lord. She loves, every Sunday, bro, she's at church, bro. Every Sunday, and she takes care of the kids. She's going to school for child development, you know.
Good for her.
And I think I set
Hey,
the
to
right,
Destiny. Let's fucking go Destiny.
right on, bro. And I think I set the bar high enough for her, bro. Because I would take her to church as a little girl, bro, and she would stand on the pew right here. She goes, Dad, I can't see Jesus. Pick me up. I can't see Jesus. I want to see Jesus. I want to see God. I can't see Him. Where is He?
So Catholicism.
That's what I'm a Christian Catholic, bro. Catholicism, what I was born with, but I accepted the Lord as my Savior at 14, bro.
Okay.
And then got baptized through the Christian church. And but we still go to Catholic church. You know, my wife's Catholic, so we still go there too. But we go on Thursdays. We go to our Bible study. You know, just to keep that kick in the butt going, man, to make us realize.
And the Knights of Columbus, they are a Catholic organization.
They're a Catholic
correct?
organization that actually just volunteers. So they do a lot of volunteer. Like for Easter, they'll do the parking lot. You know, they need the Knights of Columbus to do this. during Lent, we have a fish fry every Friday, and I go and
That's cool, dude.
for it's good dinner.
Right here?
Yeah, at St. John Vianney. Good food, bro, and they make good fish tacos too. I mean, Baja style.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, man.
Yeah, and
Hey,
it's,
the Knights of Columbus do a lot, bro.
they do, bro, and it's not you have to do it. It's only when you can. And I do Santa Claus for them every year, bro. Every year I'm a Santa Claus for them and give out like 500 toys, bro. Each kid gets 2 toys. You can take your kids there, put your name on the list, and you can get it. You don't have to be poor, bro. You just have to be part of the community. You know what I mean? And any kid, and with the bar too, we go to, we the industry bar, we have donations where people bring toys, unwrapped gifts, and we give them to the homeless kids at different hotels, Pomona, Hacienda Heights, El Monte. We go to different hotels to where we know kids are, families. Dude, there's this one place we went to where this mom comes down. She says, you know, my daughter can't walk. She's upstairs. Can I take her a present? I go, she has to be here, but let me go up there to her.
Yeah.
And the little girl, she and just started, she, like 12 years old, wearing a diaper still. She wasn't all there, you know. She was,
Pobrecita.
yeah, no, but she gave me a hug. Said, I love you, Santa. Thank you, Santa. Thank you.
You
And,
did it for her, man.
yeah,
That's
bro,
fucking
that
beautiful,
made her
man.
Christmas. She goes, if it wasn't for you guys, she wouldn't know who Santa was. She wouldn't have a Christmas. So we, you know, there was 2 cholas. You know, there were the husband was there like cooking whatever in the motel whatever, but the daughter was on the bed and she was just laying there. When I got there, she started jumping on the bed and got all excited. I was afraid she was gonna fall off, but I gave her a hug and I said, "Ho ho ho, mija, Merry Christmas!" And I gave her a little doll and she loved it, bro. And she loved it. She sat there with a doll, hugging the doll, and then she waved me by and touched my heart. That's made my whole Christmas right there. You know.
How did you get involved with the Knights of Columbus? How did you start that up? What is the process to become a Knights of Columbus? Can you talk about that?
Well, yeah, the process is you have to go to a meeting and then they have to like vote you in a sense.
Okay.
You have to fill out. First of all, you have to be Catholic,
Right.
and you have to be a parishioner. You have to be going to church. You have to be involved. You know, you got to go to church every day and you know, be known in the community. But I was going to church before even the Knights approached me. I mean, I was volunteering for like 3 years in a row. I'd volunteer and they kept hitting me up. Hey, you want to be a Knight? I go, no, I don't want to be a Knight. I got too much on my plate. I was doing volunteering with the Pioneers. I was doing volunteer with my daughter. It was just, and my hours were from 1 to 9, 1 to 11 at night, you know. And there's in Pasadena. I go, no, I can't, you know, I couldn't. Oh, you can do it whenever you want, blah, blah, blah. And then they had a golf tournament. So in order for me to be in the golf tournament, I had to be a Knights Columbus. I go, okay, I'll be a Knight Columbus.
Because you golf.
I golf. And then from there on, they had the fireworks stand, so I had to volunteer with the fireworks stand, and you know, but you go through through initiation. They go in and they swear you in. You go through the first degree, and then the second degree, and then the third degree, and then highest you can get is the fourth degree. I never made it to the fourth degree because that's a different level, different group of knights.
What are they called?
The Knights of Columbus, but they're the fourth degree. I'm up to the third degree, but the third degree you can still be a knight, the main knight. It's the like the Grand Poobah, you know, the knights. But over here it's a different level. They wear the feathers. They get the swords. They get the tuxedos, and they can wear that when they go to like confirmations for the kids and but that costs more money. That costs money to get your tux and to get initiated into that or get sworn into that's like $400, and I've never had that much to do that. I go, no, I'm good where I'm at. I don't see myself getting any further, or even to be. I mean, I was part of the board, like a night security guard, or I do bingo every year for the church, and I do. I clean up after, you know, and that's my volunteer, you know. They say, hey, we need you for this. I go, I can't do it. If you need me for Santa Claus, I'll do Santa
I
Claus.
know these fucking June bugs. Yeah.
I was gonna be, you know, but I'll do Santa Claus. I've done the Easter Bunny for them. I've done a lot. I do a lot. And my wife one time was Mrs. Claus. It was cool.
All right.
Yeah, so they know me as Santa. I'm the best Santa. I'm the best Santa, bro. I got like 8 different outfits of Santa Claus.
You are like, I feel like you are somebody who just you give a lot of who you are in order to make people better.
and I don't want anything in return, bro.
Yeah,
You know why?
I 100% get that from you, man. And that, I
like-
thank you for what you do,
like even
because
at
the
the-
world needs motherfuckers like you, man.
Thank you, bro. Even at the swap meet,
Cheers.
bro. Swap meet, I sell raffle tickets for free, bro. I don't get any of that money. I don't put any of that in my pocket. But I know that when I sell raffle tickets, they'll give away $600. If I don't, they'll give away $200. You know what I mean? So they love when I go, bro. Even with Soto, dude. One time we were at Maggie's pub, and I met this guy who had a blind fiance, and she had a white stick. And I go, babe, there's someone here that's blind. Do you know her? And she goes, I don't know all the blind people.
That's funny.
I go, so let's go meet her. So I went up there and I sell raffle tickets, and the mom bought some raffle tickets off me, and she ended up winning.
Wow.
But
wow.
But trip out on this, the guy's name was Jonathan, and his wife was blind. Her name was Marissa or something like that. And I go, I'm Jonathan, my wife's blind too. So we introduce ourselves, and he goes, yeah, this is my fiance. We're going to get married soon. I go, well, invite us to your wedding, bro. We're happy to be going. So he called me, we started talking. I go, hey, bro, I could, he goes, do you want to, he goes, I loved your show, because I did comedy there after. I did comedy during the Super Bowl. And then he goes, would you host my wedding? I go, I'll be happy to. He goes, it's going to be at the Del Rey. All you can drink, all you can eat, bro.
What the fuck?
All night long, bro. I was able to take my daughter, my wife, and his wife, the fiance, she sang opera, bro. Oh, wow. She sang beautifully, make everybody cry. She even sang the daddy-daughter dance. He sang to her a song from, I think it was that one opera singer, I don't know, Lebec or whatever.
I don't know, man. I wish I knew more about opera, but I don't.
Dude, it was amazing. It was amazing, and they loved it. And my daughter got to sing there too. She sang the entrance song for 1,000 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and she got paid. It was cool.
Had a girl.
And she at first she goes, Dad, I don't want to do this. You're making me do this, Dad. I don't want. Babe, do it, and do it from your heart. Just do it. Just pretend you're worshiping God. Just sing to the Lord. She goes, Dad, I don't want to do it. You're making me something I don't want to do. I go, then don't do it, Destiny. Then don't do it. But when she got paid, she goes, I'll do it again.
Hey, but I bet you, but when you said, well, then don't do it, that made her say, fuck, I'm going to do it.
I have to do it.
Yeah, I
And she
have to
did
do it. Yeah, exactly. Had a
Then
girl,
don't
good
do
girl.
it, Destiny. Make yourself.
Face,
look
hey,
bad.
she faced her fears and she did what she didn't want to do. That's fucking good for her, dude.
Yeah, I go, then don't do it, babe. No one's making you do anything. I don't want you to do it for me. I don't want you to do it. But you know what? They hired you. So you got to do what you got to do. Finish the job.
Yeah, man.
Even if you don't do it right, just try. You don't know unless you try. And then, but she ended up doing it. And then when she got paid, she goes, I'll do it again. Yeah, not with me. But, I hosted the whole wedding. Did the dollar dance, did the bouquet, the garter, and then I did comedy in between, so it was funny.
Hey, and you host as well, because you hosted the comedy show at El Tepeyac
Yes.
this past Friday.
It was packed, bro.
It went good.
Oh, everybody was there to see me.
How'd that go? Tell me about that a little bit.
Oh, dude, that was awesome, bro. It was one of my best shows ever.
No shit.
One of my
All
best
right,
shows
man.
ever.
That's good to hear.
People that were there since I was in third grade showed up. My third grade friends. People that I went camping with the week before showed up. When I used to work at Presbyterian Hospital, one of the nurses that was going through nursing school, she went on a cruise with us one time. Her and her husband and their 3 kids showed up and their girlfriends. So it was cool, man.
I want to go, man. Well,
You'll love it.
I was at El Tepeyac on Sunday because I want to go listen to a band play.
Did you see them?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Was it that country song?
They were called Cowboy Oldies.
Yes.
They got down. It was a good time. Fucking, I drank like about
Who'd you go with? Your wife?
me and my wife, and then we met up with 2 other couples that
Was
we
it
know.
packed?
There was all the seats outside of the
were
patio
people.
were
That's like 70 people right there.
there was also a Dodger game going on.
Yeah.
So people were at the bar for the Dodger game as well, and those people were also paying attention and dancing. People were dancing. It was a good fucking time, dude. It was a good time, man.
I want to go see Rocky Padilla. He's gonna be showing there.
You said that homeboy from El Tepeyac got some license to have entertainment.
License to like $10,000 for that license.
So he's gonna be having, because he's had music. He's had music there.
He's gonna
in the
have
past.
a jazz. He's gonna have a jazz one where he's gonna have rolled cigars. I don't know if you smoke cigars.
Yes, I do.
But he's gonna have a cigar roller there, a professional one. And my buddy Tony, who I know since 3rd grade, he's the drummer for the Tony's jazz band, and he's pretty badass.
What night is this?
I don't know. I'm gonna call him and I'll find out. I think it's sometime in August, like pretty soon, because Joey mentioned it. the owner.
Mm.
Yeah, but dude, it was awesome. He loved it. I called him the next day and I go, I hope everything was well. Did you make your quota at the bar? Dude, he goes, way beyond, bro, way beyond. He goes, let's do it again. Dude, because I had at least 200 people there. Everyone's paying at least $100 a pop, you know,
Yeah, man.
for per couples.
Eating,
Oh yeah, bro.
drinking.
Cool. It was cool. And then after that, the person who owns the industry bar was there too with her wife, and she goes, "Hey, invite everybody back to the industry bar." So she was smart. She took everybody back to the industry bar. She made a killing there too.
No shit.
Yeah, it was after
Oh,
hours
that's
there
cool.
at the bar.
Right on, man.
And then I go, you know what, Gabby, I didn't eat. I go, can you make me something? She made me some taquitos and a burrito and some pasta salad. It was like, oh, bro.
You smash. Hey, the industry bar has food.
If you gotta, it's a silent bar, but I mean a silent menu, but yeah, they sell wings and fries, like potato fries, but sometimes they have taquitos, or you can buy pizza, or you can buy chicken wings with fries, or they have pasta salad. They're always having something. Hot dogs, they have hot dogs like on Dodger night. Yeah, and I've done comedy there too.
I want.
They have pool tournaments there too.
Hey, I want to see you live. I want to promote you live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to. Yeah, man. Hey, dude. Hey, let's start wrapping it up. Let's start wrapping it up too.
Yeah, we can do that.
But I want to fucking see you live, dog. And I want to see you live, and I want to promote you live. But okay, I got a couple of questions that I want to ask, because like I said, we're gonna start wrapping it up, and when we wrap it up, I got questions.
Okay.
I got questions. Okay, so let me see. What should I start with though? Okay, Knights of Columbus. Yes or no question. Do you guys have a secret handshake?
No.
No. Okay.
You got to shake everybody's hand though.
Yeah.
You got to shake everybody's. It's proper to shake everybody's hand when you walk into a room. You got to make sure you shake everybody's hand. That's one of the codes of conduct. You know, just make sure you just greet everybody.
Oh yeah.
That's with anybody. That's with
Absolutely.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Good question though.
If,
Not a secret handshake, but it's a handshake.
It's a handshake. Professionalism, being a gentleman,
Yeah.
right? If you okay, here's number 2. If you can pick any point in your life to give yourself advice, what age would it be, and what advice would you give yourself?
10 years old. My advice would be, don't be so naive with the world. Be more street smart. That's what. At that age, I got more street smart than anything. But you know what? It's weird because, I'm too easy going with everybody, bro. I'm too easy. But I never had a dad. I never had a father figure, bro. And my brothers were my only father figure. My mom was the only. She had 5 jobs, bro, just to raise 5 kids. And then my sister had a kid like at 12, so she raised her too.
What's your mom? What's your mom's name?
Her name was Maria Lopez.
To fucking Maria, dog. To Maria Lopez doing the best that she could.
She did her best, bro.
To your
Dude,
head.
no matter what, we always had something, bro. We always had something. We had each other, you know.
Okay,
Any
so
more questions?
now I got 2 more.
All right, now I got 2 more answers.
Okay, so this question comes from my last guest, Chris from Alien OG Podcast. Fucking Chris, what's up, dog?
So, bro,
He wants to know, if you came face to face with an alien, what would you ask them?
if I came face to face with an alien, what would I ask him?
It
What would you ask it?
or whatever it is.
Can you give me a ride in your spaceship? Can you take me around and see how fast this thing goes, or can I drive it? You know, let's see. If I came face to face, I'd say, let's go for a ride. Let's go around the block. You know, and then we would talk by then, and I'll tell them why you're here. But no, let's get somewhere where you're comfortable in your spaceship. Take me to your house. Take me to your leader. I don't know. That's what I would say. Take me to your leader. Maybe I could help you. You know, I'm a comic. I could make you guys laugh. You guys like comedy? You know, I would use myself. I'd be myself. I wouldn't be scared. But if you wanted to probe me, I'd say, I've been done before. Let's do it again. Come on. No.
Oh shit. Okay, that's a good. Okay, so 2 more questions. If your life was a movie and people were watching this movie up until right now, what would the audience be screaming at you, the main character, to do with your life. Because you're watching a movie and you see that the main character should be doing some shit, but the main character doesn't know what the fuck to do. But everybody watching knows what they should do, and they're like, fucking do it. Like, ask her out, take the job, take the trip, play with your kids, buy your, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would the audience be yelling at you to do with your life?
What would the audience continue to do what I'm doing? I wouldn't. Don't change a thing. Don't change a thing. Just life's short, bro. Life's short. Just don't take no shortcuts. They'll probably say just full force, keep going. If I'm gonna get promoted, then I'll get promoted. You know, it'll come to me, bro. Whatever I ask for, it'll come. But you know, if I'm not ready for it, then I'm not gonna go for it. But you know, when I know it's ready and there, hey, I'm ready. I'll talk who I need to talk to. But I think where I'm at right now, I made choices in life where I shouldn't have made. Like when AT&T retired, they had a carrot over my hole into where they say, hey, we'll give you $25,000 if you retire early. You know, and I stood until the wheels fell off. I was a union steward, and I saw it falling apart. But it was, I'm not prejudiced or anything, but it was people that wouldn't want to go to work. People that are lazy, that they didn't care. One time a CEO came in and 70 people were called out sick.
Damn, what the fuck?
He got upset. He goes, you know what? Let's shut it down right now. Shut this office down. We can open it down the street with 70 people less. Do it. And then, but one of the other CEOs says, we can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, there's a lot of people here that are good people. You know, and so within 2 years it shut down. But I hung on to, so I was making like $35 an hour, and then when I got let go, they gave me my payout, whatever. And then I started a new job. I was like making half that. And so I had to learn to adapt to live like that, you know.
Yeah.
My means were different, and my daughter was scared. She goes, "Are we gonna lose our house?" I go, "No, Mama, I'll sell oranges if I have to, you know. I'll go door to door and do whatever it takes, you know." And it was funny because when we went camping, there was people from Arizona there, like about 100 people, but they were all camping together, you know. They had a gang of people. Hey, you know what? And this guy like you, bro, he had 3 boys, and he goes, "Hey, will you do a magic show for my kids, bro? I'll give you a tip, you know. Do you mind at 7 o'clock, 7:30? We'll show up at our campsite." And dude, I got there was 100 people there, bro. There was 100 people, and I did it. I did and I rapped. I did some mind games. I did, and it was some lady's birthday, and I wished her happy birthday. I sang her a song, and it turned out great. And they kept giving me dollars after, you know, like. I ended up having like $225.
Oh shit, that's a good night.
In half an hour.
Yeah.
Half an hour, and then everyone's like, "Oh, dude, Johnny, you could be doing this. Dude, you can make a killing, man. This is just one part. You can come every week and do it." It's not like that, bro. I didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
He goes, "I know you're on vacation, bro, and I don't want to bother you. You don't have to. You can say no, bro, but we do." He wanted to do something for his kids, you know. But he had like 100 people there, and it was like they all came from everywhere. And then other people came because it was off the side of where we were camping. You know, they had a big stage, and the night before they had a one of those not auditions. They had a talent show. So I wanted my daughter to sing, and she didn't sing, but there was other kids singing. But I went up there and I did my comedy, and then at the end I did a rap, and it was perfect, bro. And they go, "Yeah, bro, do some magic for my kids, bro. I saw you up there, and we do it, and you know." Keep it rated G, though. I go, absolutely, bro. I threw some little sexual endos in there that only the adults get.
The parents can pick up on you.
Yeah, like on Bambi or whatever, you know. On Disney channels, they have different stuff like that. But they loved it. And you know, like the year before, I made animal balloons. Selling it for like $5. People give me $10 for one balloon. I'm like, it's a white area.
Yeah. Boom, $10, shit.
Dude, buy a gross animal balloon. I'll make you. What do you want to make you? I make dogs. Just everything's. You want a sword? I can make a sword. You want a giraffe? Okay, I'll make a giraffe. You want a dinosaur? It's a dinosaur. You want a monkey? It's a monkey.
Yeah.
But it's still a dog.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
One last question?
Yes. Well, do you have anything for me?
No, not yet. I'll keep asking me more questions. Okay. I'll tell you more.
Last question. Last question is final words.
Pardon?
Final words. If you have final words. And, you know.
Just continue to do what you're doing, bro. I hope we can do this again. And can I bring someone else that might interest you to talk on the podcast?
100%.
Like another comic or someone who loves
One-
God but is not on the right standing with Him, but he has to just vent.
100%.
Cool, bro. That's my only question. That's my question to you. And I love this, bro. This is awesome, bro. We got to know each other, which I love, bro. And we're friends for life now, dog. I'm going to have you use that camper, bro.
Hey, so now, like I said, thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for carving time out of your life and recording the episode. Thank you for bringing your positive energy to my fucking house. I big time appreciate that.
Thank you, bro.
Now you are a forever member of Let's See What Happens podcast, and you are a member of the Society of Bell Ringers.
Haha, let's ring that bell,
Give
baby.
me a hug, dog.
I love you, man.
Give me a hug.
Thank you, bro.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Big time.